All right. Hey, everybody. Hey, Melanie. Good morning, good evening to you. How's it going, folks? Just give it a second for people to hop on. Hey, Netta. Hey, Stephanie. Good morning. Nicolette. Good morning, sweetheart. The mat is out. Marmalade's on the mat the second she hears your voice. I love that. Hi, Melanie. Ready to get this body moving? I love that. Yes, I am too. I did a little training this morning, so I've already gotten some movement in, but definitely ready for some more. Hey, Sarah. Hi, my darlings. What's new, everybody? What's new? Really excited for the next couple of weeks. I know it's kind of that final push before the holiday season, and this is when I feel like a lot of people, their personal practices drop off a little bit, but this is when I like to up the ante for me. I'm like, all right, time to do a little bit more for myself. You know what I mean? How am I doing, Melanie? I'm actually doing really good. I know last week we had a bit of a edited schedule because I had some family in town. So we did a lot of activities with them, with the kids. So I'm feeling a little tired because kids are energetic as hell. But I'm feeling really good. After, all of our little adventures with them, definitely took a lot of time to rest. I do feel like finally fully recovered from the food poisoning episode I got. Like my energy is back. I feel like my strength is back, which I was a little concerned about last week. I was kind of struggling. Full appetite's back. I feel like I can, eat everything. So, yeah, much, much, much better. Much, much, much better. Now, what I want to ask you guys, because I know it's about class time, but I, started the stream a little late, is what y'all want to work on today. In this top right-hand corner, I have my workshop that I'm teaching this weekend. It is an intermediate to advanced workshop, but it's not a far departure from what you guys normally do with me on these Monday classes. It'll just be for a longer period of time. So normally we go for about 60 minutes. This will be a 90-minute workshop. But really all that means is that we get more time, to explore, dive a little bit deeper, take time to workshop things like transitions and, arm balances and stuff like that. Playlist today. I'm kind of listening to my Spotify day list and really vibing off of that, but I can give you a playlist. My day list for today, which if you don't know about Spotify day lists, it's kind of like it changes at several times during the day, but it's kind of like a curated playlist based on what you normally like to listen to. And today my day list says Noir Futuristic Monday Morning. I was training with it and I was like, this shit fucking bangs. Spotify nailed it. They got me. All right, I'm seeing some stuff for shoulders via Melanie. Nicolette says, my traps are killing me. We should fix that. I don't want your traps to kill you. A little bit of hips, always good. Love a little bit of hips. I'm still figuring out Spotify now that I'm paying for it. Yeah. I've been living by the Spotify now for a few years. So this is good. Shoulders and hips. That gives me some good ideas. Wow, I need to get out in the sun, you guys. Your girl's looking a little parlay. It's honestly been so windy up here where I'm at that I haven't wanted to go outside. Even like watering my plants, I'm like, sorry guys, deal with it on your own. Hi Claudia, good morning. Let me secure the bunny bun. Getting my life together right now. All right, well, hips and shoulders, if that's kind of all you guys want to work on, that's good. That's opens up a lot of possibilities. If there's specific concepts you want to work on, you can also shout that out while we get ready. Excuse me. Oh my God. Struggling hearing, cannot find my earbuds. Oh no. How's the volume for everybody else? Always love Ardha Hanumanasana, runner's lunge stretch. Yeah, those are some of my go-tos, Nicolette. Stretch. It's funny because you mistyped it, but I understood exactly what you meant. Mallory says handstand drills. Love that. Great. Got it, got it, got it. Log it away. Volume is good for Sarah. Cool. Get this other scene set up. So for class, what we'll use then, blocks per usual, and a band. A band if you got it, or like a strap of some sort. I think my hair is just a bit bad, so don't worry. Okay, no worries. Let me just make sure I have the right microphone selected so that when I step away, I think it's on the right thing. Jesus, I don't know. Okay, well, I guess we'll do a check again, and I don't know why it's not letting me scroll down. Wah, wah, wah. Okay, well, fuck it, whatever. Whatever, guys, whatever. We will survive, we will live. Let's go to the big screen. Dun, 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 dun. Bye-bye. Also turn on my big light so you can see me real good. See how bright she is today? Great. All right. So again, like I mentioned, a couple of blocks, as you can see, had all sorts of things going on today. I always like keeping a little something around for my knees. You don't have to have that. Blocks, strap or band, whatever. Y'all know I'm a prop queen. Me and Nicolette got all them things. The dungeon of wellness. All right, so we're gonna start laying down on our backs. And I want you to bring your feet wide and your knees together. Yeah, so this is kind of like I've heard it called broken bridge. So this is just more of an adducted position. All right, you can just rest your hands onto your belly or out by your side. And we'll take a couple rounds of breath here together. Just dropping into your body, dropping into your practice, and connecting yourself. All right, now continue your breath pattern, but we're just going to move through your pelvis and do some pelvic tilt work. So right now, probably all of us are in a neutral position, so there might be a little bit of a curvature in your low back. And I want you to press the low spine into the ground so that you're in a posterior tilt. It's okay if your knees separate a little bit, and then untuck. So now you're trying to really exaggerate the low spine off of the ground. You're still in that knees together position. And as you're doing these pelvic tilts, you might feel a little bit of a stretch in the fronts of the quads, maybe even into your knees. That's very normal. Great. Now keep the low spine pressed against the ground. Adjust your feet so that you're on the outer edges, and the knees are pointing out. As you go to that kind of max range out, you may lose that tuck a little bit and be more in a neutral. We're fine with that. Windshield wipe from right to left. Nice. We'll keep both knees over to the left-hand side. Pick up your left foot, place it on the outside of your right leg, down close to the knee, and try to let the weight of your left leg guide the inside of the right knee down towards the ground, or literally try to push it down. Yeah? Now here, same thing. Doing these little adjustments with your pelvis, anterior to posterior tilt, is going to make this feel really different in your outer hip. Maybe again, still into the quad. I'm even feeling this like all the way up into my ribs and into my hips. And that's just a really good example to remember just how interconnected everything is, right? All right, we'll neutralize, maintain connection of the foot onto the thigh, and we'll rock you to center. So you're landing in a figure 4 position. You can stay as is, or if you want a bit of a deeper hip stretch, you can guide the right knee in towards your chest and receive the back of your hamstring or even the front of your shin bone. My left arm, by the way, is through this little triangle, okay? And the key is to breathe. All right, we'll return our right foot down to the ground. We'll undo that figure 4 position, walk your feet back wide, and then we'll do another round of those windshield wipers. This is always just one of my favorite ways to just generally mobilize through my hips. We'll keep both of our knees over to the right-hand side, and then we'll pick up this right leg, place it on the outside of your left leg, and either just let the weight guide the inside of the left knee down to the ground or push on it. Yeah, so I'm kind of trying to move my outer ankle out, and that's helping me really like dig deep into this stretch. Now, the way we dug deeper into it collectively was with our hips, and wow, I am feeling just a major difference here between these two hip positions. Maybe my left side's just feeling a little sore, or I'm just, naturally uneven. That's kind of the story for all of us, right? I know yoga is like a very symmetry-driven practice, but we are very asymmetrical. So don't be down on yourself if something feels really different from the other side. All right, we'll keep the connection, but roll back to neutral. So we're in a figure 4. If you stayed with your foot on the ground, cool. If not, then you can bring the left knee in towards your heart, receiving the back of the hamstring or even the front of the shin bone so that we can do this figure 4 on the other side. This feels really good in my right hip. Ah. Love, love, love. I don't know what song this is, but it's amazing. The one that's playing in my ojos. Oof. All right. Left foot is going to come down, right foot is going to come down, and we're going to meet in a neutral hip position, okay? And we're going to go into a bridge. So hips are going to peel up and off of the ground. Just got to save this little song for myself for later, all right? I want you to lift up even up through the chest, lift up through your heels, and then roll and articulate down one vertebra at a time. Landing in this final moment where you have an anterior tilt, right? And you're trying to really like dump the hip forwards. Yeah, so that's like the end of the articulation. Now let's do it in the opposite way. So foot down, low spine presses, roll up, get as high as you can. Lift through the heels, roll and articulate down. Nice. End in that anteriorly tilted position, and we go one more time. Low spine presses into the ground, push into the feet, lift up through your hips. Great. Elevate through the heels, and again, roll and articulate down. Great. That final little anterior tilt there, feeling that space work into the front line of the body like you're in a back bend. And then we'll return the low spine down to the ground. Push yourself up just into a halfway position here. Posterior tilt is your focus. We pulse, pulse. Good. Pulsing through the hips and activating through our back line. Push, push, push. Good. Everybody say good morning to your butt. Good morning, butt. Good. We're here for 5, 4, 3, good, 2, and 1. Roll to the outside edges of your feet. What I like to do is just lift my heels, pivot to open up the knees, and then settle the outer edges down again. Same posterior tilt going there. We'll push and lift, push and lift. Nice. Last 5, 4, 3, 2. Good. Hold it right there on 1. Really focus on the tilt. 3, 2, and 1. Lower your hips down. Bring the soles of the feet all the way together. Let the knees open. Let the spine just relax. All right. Now let's scoop up the outsides of your knees, bringing them together. Hug your knees in towards you so that you're in a tiny, tight little ball, and rock a little bit side to side here. Nice. Fingertips into knee pits. Let's rock and roll like a ball up and down the length of your mat. Great. You can hit some balances. Boat pose, right? That's kind of your level 1 boat. Shins maybe get a little more parallel. Maybe you try it with hands not attached to the legs. Yeah. Maybe you try to come up, hit some straight legs. Maybe you try to get some arms up and overhead. Great. I'll do one more. Nice. Whatever your final boat position is, let's try to hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, cross-legged position on 1. Reach the heart space forward, take a breath in, and with your exhale, round and contract navel to spine, chin to chest. Let's keep going back and forth like that. Nice. Working through your cat-cows seated. Nice. We'll do another round, but with the opposite leg crossed in front. So it should feel just very awkward, not natural. All right, and then find yourselves in a neutral position here. And try to just find length through the spine, yeah? As if the crown of the head was extending out, reaching towards the ceiling, and the sit bones rooting down towards the ground. Last breath in. Last breath out. Nice. We'll roll forwards, move through tabletop position. Great. And from this tabletop position, we're going to warm up our wrists because y'all know that's what I like to do every time. Imagine a little pencil at your heart space, and we're going to draw a big circle around and around. Good, and then we'll reverse other way. Nice. All right, we'll come back to a neutral position. And we're going to stretch out the tops of our forearms. So we're going to come down onto our forearms. Left forearm can turn to the side. Right hand is going to make a fist. So fingers, thumbs, almost like you're punching, right? But I want you to extend the arm straight out to your right hand side. Turn your knuckles down so you're bending from your wrist. And I want you to place the tops of your knuckles directly onto the ground. Try to slide the knuckles away from you. Armpit is facing straight down towards the ground. Entire inseam of the right arm facing down. Right? The further the arm works away from you, the more intense the stretch. But you can also make it dynamic by bending and extending through the right arm. Great, we'll bring it back to center and we'll do the same thing on the other side. So I'm gonna have my arms in front of me. They're running parallel to the top edge of my mat. Left arm is gonna reach out, curl the fingers in, then wrap the thumb around. Turn your knuckles down. If you have rings and things on, roll them to the inside or remove them because that's right where the knuckles are gonna be on the ground, yeah? Good, you guys. And then again, we're just really trying to slide out here. All right, great. We'll bring ourselves all the way back up. Back into a tabletop position, and now we're going to do some strengthening here. So I like to do this with my knees together and walked closer towards my hands. I want you to first just try to lift your thumbs up and off of the ground. Yeah, just that level of strength right there. And then we'll lift up the heels of the hands and lower them back down. Lift and lower. Good. Focus on active thumbs, active thumbs. We're going up and down. If you feel like you're just really not there yet, I like to really walk forward to make sure that I'm staying stacked, my shoulders directly over my wrists. I know it's kind of a weird position, but you know, everything's weird. Everything's weird and we're just embracing it. Last 3, last 2, and 1. Hips come down onto your heels, shake out the hands a little bit. I know my shoulder just slapped the microphone, that should be better. Whew, all right, I'm feeling warm, I'm feeling ready. All right, this one's gonna be a little more spinally dynamic, and I'm kind of a visual cue person, so hopefully I can do a decent job explaining what the visuals are that I'm trying to look for. So instead of having your thighs together, it'll help you feel a little more stable if you open up the knees a little bit, almost like you're going into like a child's pose position, yeah? If this is an uncomfortable space to be in for a long period of time, we won't be there for a long time, but you can take a blanket, place it between hips and heels. Hands are gonna come towards heart center in a prayer. I want you to interlace all 10. Open up the elbows wide and push the arms forward. Now I want you to contract into the belly, and we're gonna do what I like to call figure eight. So you're gonna come out to the side, nice sweep, rolling your ribs towards the other side and coming back around, yeah? Switch. Nice. In truth, this is more like just doing a complete circle, but I like to think of it as the ribs moving in a figure eight pattern, yeah? We'll do one more time in this direction. One more time in the other direction. And then we're back towards center. Take your hands back down towards the ground. Adjust yourself back into a tabletop position. We'll reach our heart space forward with a breath in. And then with your exhale, tuck your toes and send everything back into a downward facing dog. So pushing away with your hands, feeling the belly and ribs pull in. Thighs also turned on. I want you to feel like those quads are on. Let's test that a little bit. I want you to lift and lower the heels. Good, last 3. Last 2. Nice, last 1. Bend into your knees, compress, look at the front, and then travel to the front. Feet hip width distance, we'll go halfway lift, inhale, breath. And with your exhale, forward fold. Now take a flat spine, rise all the way up to a standing position, arms reaching up towards the ceiling. And with your exhale, bring hands back towards heart center or samastitihi. Inhale, reach the arms all the way back up. Exhale, forward fold. Hinge from the hips, work down towards the mat. Nice, halfway lift, take a breath in. And with your exhale, step back into a low lunge position. This is where blocks can become handy for you, bringing them underneath highest level, yeah? Heart space is gonna reach forward towards the front, yeah? Left hip flexor opening, take a breath in. With your exhale, Ardha Hanumanasana, this is the one that Nicolette was talking about, or half split. You can be toes flexed or you can be toes pointed. Just let the focus be the hamstring. Sometimes anterior tilt of the pelvis is the way to get that. Inhale, take it back forwards, and exhale, move it back behind. Keep going. Nice. One more round through. And then I want you to hold your hamstring stretch here. Now you can just focus on having a nice long spine, anterior tilt, or you can try to dig a little bit deeper, folding and melting down towards the thigh. Nice job. Let's take it back forwards into your lunge. Remove the blocks. We're going to go into a three-legged dog position. So back toes need to tug, back toe needs to lift. We'll lengthen our right leg up towards the ceiling. All right. Now, when we were in our downward facing dog last time, we were doing a couple things with our feet. We're going to bring those back, but on a single side. So left heel is going to lift and lower. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Good. 3. Good. 2. And 1. Heel is down. Ribs are in. Try to lift the right heel up, 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 up. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower the right foot down. You're back in your downward facing dog. All right. Now think about whatever foot you stepped forward with last time. For me, it's usually my right, so I'm going to step forward this time with my left. We'll go halfway lift, inhale, breath, and with your exhale, forward fold. Good. Inhale, rise all the way up to standing. Exhale, take hands to heart center. Really nice. Inhale, sweep everything back up. And with your exhale, forward fold, take it down. Good. Halfway lift. And then we'll do low lunge on the other side. So now left foot stays in the front, right foot steps back. Great. Now we're opening up through that right side hip flexor. Okay. So same thing. I just like to think about length in my tailbone. I know this is a very like back-bended shape, but still, it's a really good habit to just constantly think about what our pelvis is doing. All right, hamstring stretch or Ardha Hanumanasana, half split. And then we'll take it back forwards. Good, send it back. Take it forwards. And just kind of flow on your own, yeah? Find some freedom here. Have some exploration. And then we'll meet in that hamstring stretch. We'll hold and we'll just dive deep. Love it. All right, we'll take it back forwards. Use me blocks. We're going to go to that three-legged dog now on the other side, okay? So back toe tucks, back knee lifts. You need to create space with your hands to lift the left leg up towards the sky, yeah? Right heel lowers and lifts. So doing those same releve drills. Good. 3. Good. 2. And 1, heel is grounded. Keep those ribs pulled in and try to lift the left leg higher. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You're back in your downward facing dog. All right. We're going to go through one more sun A before we stepped forward, right? One on each. For now, I want you to try to hop. If hopping is not in your repertoire, then you can do tippy toes towards the front, yeah? Heels lift high, knees bend, look at the front, travel to the front. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up to standing, reaching your arms skywards. Exhale, reset, Samastitihi. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale, breath. Exhale, let's go through chaturanga. Hop backs are available. I encourage them. So it's almost the same thing as hopping forward. We're bending, right? Compressing. Upward facing dog or back bend. And then exhale, downward facing dog, lift your hips. Let's try that one more time through. Inhale, lift heels. Exhale, bend your knees, see the front. Inhale, move to the front. Halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold, compress. Inhale, rise up to standing. Exhale, reset Samastitihi. Inhale, reach your arms back up. Exhale, forward fold, take it down. Good. Halfway lift, preparing to do that same jump through, or if you want, let's add on an arm balance, shall we? Bakasana, crow pose. So hands come onto the ground, knees work onto the triceps. A lot of the goal in this crow pose is to get the knees as high as you can up onto the arms. So I like to lift my heels in order to do that, yeah? When I lift and bend my knees, I can get them right into my armpits. I know that's not the same for everybody, but that's my way of doing it. Now, elbows bend so that you actually create a shelf, contract, yeah, right? We can enter crow pose like this, no problem. But what's gonna take your crow poses to the next level and start to get inversions like crow to press is by creating contraction. Right? So try that for a couple rounds. Even if crow is new to you, freaks you out even, you can work all of those concepts and your feet never even have to leave the ground, yeah? So you're setting yourself up for success. You're helping future you to be stronger and have some better technique, yeah? If you have things like jump backs, you're ready to go, you're doing shit already, cool, cool, cool. We'll all meet back in our downward facing dogs in about 10 seconds. All right, nice. Downward facing dog in 3. Downward facing dog in 2. Downward facing dog on 1. Nicely done, everybody. Let's lift up our right leg. Lift up the right heel and open up through your hip. Push the chest back towards that left hand thigh. And then we'll shove, shift forwards and tap right knee as high as you can onto the right tricep. Right leg lifts back up. Wow, why are words so hard for me right now? Exhale, right knee, left tricep, so cross body. Inhale, lift the right leg back high. Exhale, knee towards your nose. Great. See if you can tap the shin bone down towards the ground. Lift it back up, push away from the earth, and step your right foot between your hands. Great. Bend into your back knee a lot, contract into everything, and roll yourselves all the way up to standing position. Arms reach up. Notice I've maintained that posterior tilt in my pelvis. I'm not in a super deep lunge at all. Breath in. With your exhale, right arm back, left arm forwards. You dig harder into that contraction through the glute, yeah? Low lunge twist, lengthen out through the leg, reach the right arm up towards the sky, and you're just giving that left hand a little bit of a tap to the ground. Good, inhale, exalted warrior, bend into your left knee, right hand finds the left hamstring, left arm reaches up and back. Exhale, warrior 2 position. Spiraling around, opening up your heart space towards that left hand side. Great. Hip flexor, big opening here. Right knee pointing towards the front of your space, arms reaching front and back. We'll lean towards the front of our space and move into a side angle. So right arm down, left arm high. And then with our inhale, we'll take it into reverse warrior. Nice, take it back to your side angle. See if there can be some more depth there. Good, full extended. Left arm reaches up and over. Breath in. And with your exhale, bring it back to your warrior two. Ooh, my thighs, hello. Inhale, reverse triangle, so right leg lengthens, right arm reaches up and back. Exhale, low lunge. So rebend into the front knee, square off on that right foot. Right leg extends back. Upward facing dog. And with your exhale, downward facing dog. Reset with one breath. And breath out. With your inhale, lift up your left leg. Elevate the right heel as well and open up through your hip. Still think about pushing the chest back towards your thighs. Nice. Now take an inhale breath. Exhale, left knee taps as high as you can onto the left tricep. Inhale, lift the left leg high. Exhale, left knee, right tricep. Inhale, lift the leg high. Exhale, knee towards your nose. Tap the entire shin bone down to the ground and then push into the hands to lift it up. Step through to your low lunge. Bend into your right knee. Round and contract as you roll up. Maintain that contraction, reach the arms up. Inhale, breath. Exhale, open twist to your left-hand side. Everything on the bottom stays in control. Lengthen the back leg to work into your twist. And then we take it into exalted. This is a tough transition here. Really relies on your stability and your core strength. Virabhadrasana 2, so rotate, open, adjust through the feet, adjust through the legs, all of that is fine. We'll lean towards the front, side angle, right? I'm not going for my depth here, but as you notice, I'm still keeping in alignment. Inhale, reverse warrior. And with your exhale, side angle, now I'm gonna go for a lot more depth. Requires a lot more bend into my front knee, a lot more opening into the hips. Take it into full extension, so right arm reaches up and overhead. Inhale, breath. Exhale, bring it back up to warrior two. Oh, God. Inhale, reverse triangle, so lengthen out through your left leg. Left arm reaches up and back. Exhale, low lunge, bring it down. Ekapada Chaturanga, high to mid plank. Upward facing. And with your exhale, downward facing dog. Nice. All right, so we're gonna work towards the back of our mat. I have two options for you to do that. Either you're gonna practice a few rounds of just walking back towards your feet, right? This is very introductory, right? Prefer if you even do it all the way from a high plank and back, okay? My next level, which is gonna help with more dynamic movement and strength, is to do pushbacks, yeah? So I like to do this from a floating tabletop position. I kind of lean forwards and push. Push. Yeah? Give those two options a go. If you're feeling like dizzy or just overcooked, know that you can also just take a break, walk it out, take a sip of water. Because we're in our last 15 minutes of class. Woohoo. All right. Now, once you've pushed yourself to the back of your mat in that forward fold position, I want us to heel toe to the width of our mat. Go heels and toes out, bend into your knees, and work into your malasana. So nice, big, open hip position here. Great. We're trying to have some heels on the ground. And we're going to practice some arm balance drills from here. Yeah. So for me, like arm balancing doesn't necessarily always equal handstands. And I feel like that's something that people get hung up on a little bit. To me, any kind of preparation for arm balances and handstands even just starts with getting on your hands more, which means just doing quadruped activities. So that just means we're using all fours, yeah? So the first thing we're gonna work, here's the first drill. I like to call this ape walk. If you're familiar with like animal flow, they'll call it ape walk. They actually like do it on their knuckles and shit. You don't have to literally do that, but here's our level 1. Hands and back into your squat, yeah? Hands and back into your squat, yeah? For my friends that are a little more advanced, it's been a while since I did this one, so we'll see how it goes. You'll essentially start in your squat. The hands will go forwards a little bit. You'll try to hop into a straddle handstand and then bring the feet down. Yeah? So my best advice for you on this is to just really try to press with strong, confident legs and work your way down. Yeah? So I'm here. My hands come forwards a bit. Yeah? Hands forward a bit. Hands forward a bit. Maybe on that last one, you hold. Yeah? I always like talking to you guys like you are in the room. So I just heard a resounding like, okay, Tracy Lynn. Let's try it. Right? Ape walks. Maybe you even do a combo of things. Do a combo. This is a fun one. My hips are definitely feeling it today. And also, something that's been bothering me all class, my fucking skin feels dry. It's that time of year, folks. It's crispy, crunchy time. I'm just like, I should have moisturized. I thought I did in the shower. I have this like moisturizing scrub. That's not enough. The moisturizing scrubs are not enough. All right, so again, ape walks. We'll try to do like 3 rounds of this, and then we're like damn near done with class. We'll have one more little final piece, yeah? God damn it, why did I say 3 rounds? That's how I'm feeling today. Feeling angry at myself. So you gotta put on a banger of a song right now. Gotta get motivated. So it's health. It's health for me today. Their new album slaps. I remember one of my handstand teachers would make us do this. This is, I guess, a 3rd level if you just got it today. You're essentially down. You do your handstand into your straddle, up into your needle, and down again. That's what I'll try to do for my final round because I'm a sicko. I did an hour of handstand training before this, so why not do more, you know? I'm gonna try to do 3. All right. Oh. We can do this, guys. We can do this shit. Hey, I did half of it. I say that counts. One more, one more. We're gonna all meet at the front of the mat, okay? That was like 3/4 of one. All right, forward fold. Get out of there, kids. Soften into your knees. Roll it up to standing. We just did all of that hip flexion. So we're gonna have a little SpongeBob moment. We're gonna bring it around town. Hands on hips. Yeah, if you do belly dance, big external hip circles. And reverse. Great. All right. Neutral position, we'll take our hands behind us, we'll interlace, we'll lift, and we'll take a forward fold, bring it down. Nice, we'll bend into our knees. We'll bring ourselves all the way back up to standing, but balance onto our right foot and lift up our left leg. Right hand is gonna stay up, left hand is gonna find your left shin bone, bringing it in as tight as possible. Now flex into your right foot, grab for your left big toe, right? This can be the end game right here, right? This is hard enough on its own, but if you're like me and you like making life more complicated than it has to be, extend that leg out. We're in our Padangusthasana A. Nice, take it out to the side, Padangusthasana B. Reach your right arm out to the right hand side, maybe you even look towards it. Nice, let's release this left leg, cross it behind you, and take a big, deep cross lunge. Hands work towards heart center. Nice, press out through that right leg. Try to extend that leg back out to the side again. Nice, take it forwards in front of you. Both arms reach up. Stay here, try to go for a hold, or why not? It's pistol time. Let's throw it in. Bring it down. And take it back up. Nice. Let's release. Shimmy, shake out your legs. Say it with me, that was awful. But that means we got to do the other side. All right. So both arms are reaching up, right leg lifts. Grabbing for that right side shin bone. Grabbing for the toe, right? Remember, this can all be stopping points. Or a leg comes in front of you, Padangusthasana A. Great, Padangusthasana B. So leg and arm work out to the side. I like to look out towards my left-hand side. Nice, let's release, cross that leg behind. Nice big squat. And then we'll bring it back out towards the side. Nice, back to the front hold. Doesn't have to be super high, right? Or you join me, pistol. Knee forward of ankle, right? Oh. Almost didn't make it up, guys. Almost didn't make it. Yee-hee-hee. Let's release that And shimmy, shake it out one more time. Nice job, everybody. Woohoo! All right, we're gonna lower down onto our knees. This could be an opportunity for a blanket. One of my favorite ways also to support my knees is to find like a half fold with my mat. Sometimes that's all you need to help you feel nice and supported, okay? We're gonna do camel position. So you can go flat feet, you can do tuck toes, up to you. What we're all gonna do is support our low back, yeah? So thumbs in, thumbs out. Push your hips forward and start to back bend. If you're feeling dizzy, just look forwards in front of you, especially because I don't have eyes on everybody. You don't wanna make yourself pass out. To go deeper into that back bend, trace your gaze along the ceiling. Nice. Maybe you reach back for heels. Tuck toe heels are gonna be much easier. Good, we're holding it for 3. Holding it for 2. And we'll bring it up on 1 and we'll take a kneel. Reset a little bit. All right, and then we'll sit off to one side. We'll go feet together, so Baddha Konasana position. If you've got a playlist going on your own, starting to find your chill music, or aggressive, I don't know. Whatever your vibe is today. All right, and then we'll take a fold forward, so melting forwards over the legs. All right, we'll bring ourselves all the way back up. And we'll contract to neutralize our legs. Squeezing them together, we'll roll down onto our back. Knees can come in with you, or you can just separate so that the right knee is in and take a twist. Ugh. Great, we'll bring it back to center, do the same thing to the other side. And twist, pulling it across your body. All right, we'll take it back towards center. And we're going to drop into our last position here, friends, for just a couple minutes of meditation. So finding whatever that looked like, because Shavasana or final meditations can be in different positions, right? I like to take my hair down. And we'll take 3 more breaths here. And then we'll start to move our bodies, bringing ourselves back. Eventually working your way up to a seat. And I know a lot of people like to start practices with intentions, but I like to end practices with them. So just taking a moment to send energy to yourself, send energy to somebody else, a certain part of the world that needs it today. I can think of some very specific things just for me. Because our energies are powerful. And a practice like this helps us hone them and focus them. All right, my darlings, wonderful job. Oh. Whoa, my hips. I just read Nicolette's chat. Oh my God. I'm sorry, Nicolette. I'm fired. Now my traps hurt far more than before class. What happened to some shoulder love? Hey, Stephanie, pistol squat. I'm sorry, Nicolette. I'll make it up to you this week, I promise. That's okay. I still love you. I love you too. I'm sorry. You know me, I got such a squirrel brain. Like once I'm like, I got some things and then I'm like, I get tunnel vision. Like I got horse blinders on. Oh, Shayla. Did what I could, had a demi pistol, 1 leg only. Hey, that's a lot. That's a big deal. I know I gave you guys some tough things this week. I think I was just craving it because I even though I did have like an active week, I also feel like I had a very sedentary weekend, so I kind of wanted to kick my own ass. Sorry about it. Pistols are hard. It's amazing. They're so hard. And just a quick note, pistols were not something accessible to me for most of my life up until a couple years ago. So if you're feeling, you know, a little pistol insecure, know that I've been there and I was fully convinced that it's something I would never be able to do. Squirrel brain, you and me with the squirrel brain, yes. I know you're literally Disney princess with actual squirrels in your life, so. Pistols are hard, that's amazing. Even try with my bad knee, yep. Ankle mobility means pistols are still a long way off, yep. Yep. And those are really good insights, you guys, you know. There's a lot of people, a lot of students and people that I work with that resign themselves to never being able to do something for whatever reason, right? They just say, I'll never be able to do that. But the way I like to approach things that I'm not able to do yet is identifying like the part of my physical body that can use a little bit of work in order to get closer to that goal and work on those things. I like to call it puzzle mentality because you're putting puzzle pieces together, right? You know there's a whole picture you want to get to, but you know that other things got to happen first. And I think it's really, really amazing that you guys are operating in that headspace. So snaps to all of you, okay? Snaps to all of you. Also, just a quick thing, because I know I share a lot of myself on here, but I don't share a lot. And I was talking to people in the Discord this morning because people that are part of my Patreon of a certain level up, so like the $15 and up people, get to come into the Discord. And we have all different sorts of threads on there that we like to, talk in. And one of them is our mental health space, right? Because I'm a wellness service provider, and wellness is not just a body thing, it's a mind thing, right? All of those things come together as one. And something that I wanted to share today's a very special day to me because it marks an anniversary for me of being alcohol free. And today I've been alcohol free for 17 years. If you can believe that. I feel so young. And the reason why I think like 17 is such a cool number is because I literally stopped drinking when I was 17 years old. So if I've officially been alcohol free for half my fucking life, isn't that wild? Like I just came to that realization right now. I'm like, hold on. Thanks, Melanie. Thanks, Sarah. I know like living an alcohol-free life isn't for everybody, nor do I think everybody should be alcohol-free, but for me, it was a very like important change to make in my life because I wanted to be very like hyper present with myself, and there was a lot of a lot of damage done to myself by myself, and making that changeover really helped like set into like a whole different trajectory in my life. Oh, Melanie, that's great. That's amazing. 4 years. Congrats to Melanie. Thank you, Shayla. That shit's overrated anyway. That's my opinion, though. Yeah, I'm with you. And that's the thing. I don't judge people for it. Like my husband enjoys, drinking. Not like over drinking, but he just enjoys having an adult beverage from time to time. And I have no problems with it, like as long as you got your shit going for you, do whatever you want. But yeah, alcohol free, long time. We can still party hard, Tracy. We sure can. Yep. I like to tell people that I still go to a lot of events and things where people like to party hard, and I can party with them. I just do it in a different way. Thank you, my loves. Thank you. So before we head off and get on to our days, one more quick plug for this weekend. I'll be teaching a workshop if you're local to the Los Angeles area. I know some people that are in my online community are coming, so really excited for you to come. So that'll be Saturday, 12:30 to 2, a 90-minute class. Let's see, what else do I got? Tuesday, tomorrow, I'm teaching a triple. At the same place, Soho. So non-heated flow, yoga bar, and heated power. Wednesday, we have our quick core at 10. Yeah. And then Wednesday night, I always teach at Sony. I'm really excited to be adding another class on Friday at Sony Picture Studios, noon. So I know probably not a lot of members from there join me on here, but who knows, maybe you do. Thursday, we have beginners class again, noon, and I promise I'm going to be nice to Nicolette's shoulders. We'll do some true shoulder love on Thursday. That'll be my makeup for today. And then Saturday workshop, of course. Well, all right, my darlings. Thank you for being such positive forces in my life, for being so dedicated, for showing up for not just me and this class, but for yourself. It means a lot that you guys show up. And it means a lot to be able to watch you all grow and take good care of yourselves, yeah? Have an amazing rest of your days, you guys. Happy Monday. This week, next week, we'll have a full schedule. And then we'll take a little break for the holiday week. Yes, amazing, amazing job. Sounds good. Hump day, I'm ready. Oh, Kayla, I'm just seeing your message here. Yes. I love it. Bye, Shayla. Oh, thank you, Sarah. Yes, yes. Hope to see you. All right, folks, have a beautiful week.